Okay, so today we're going to resume our Module 6 that we were on, and we're going to start talking about Lesson 6. Our focus of today is scatter plots. On Wednesday, we're going to actually do the classwork problems and the homework that goes along with it. So let's go ahead and start. We have a bivariate data set consists of observations on two variables. So when you have a bivariate data set, bi means two, variate means variables. So it just means we're talking about two variables. So for this example, data is collected on 13 different car models. Each observation in the data set is going to consist of an ordered pair. X is weight in pounds rounded to the nearest 50 pounds. So if I look at my table underneath, I see weight. I'm going to go ahead and put X above it. I have fuel efficiency is Y, which is also represented in miles per gallon. So I'm going to put Y against fuel efficiency. And that does not look like a Y. So we have the table below shows the weight and fuel efficiency for 13 different car models with automatic transmissions manufactured in 2009. So you can go ahead and take a look at your table. Notice how we have model numbers followed by weights and fuel efficiencies. So I'm going to start you out. We're going to write each model number as an ordered pair. Remember, ordered pairs go X, then Y. So I'm going to go ahead and write my ordered pairs. So for my first one, my first X value is 3,200, followed by my Y value, which is 23. My model 2, my X value is 2,550, and my Y value is 28. Go ahead and finish filling in the rest of your table for ordered pairs. All right, so before we move on, go ahead and check that your ordered pairs are correct. I know mine are a little messy, but remember, you should have your X value first, followed by your Y value. Okay, so now that you've checked, if you need to check, go ahead and pause the video and check each number that you have. I'm going to go ahead, when you're ready, play the video again, and we're going to start on question A. All right, so in table A, in the table above, the observation corresponding to model 1 is 3,223. What is the fuel efficiency? Remember, fuel efficiency, you look back at the top of your paper, fuel efficiency represents Y. So my ordered pair, Y is 23. So I would say fuel efficiency now it wants to know the weight of the car. Remember, weight of the car is your X value. So my weight is 3,200, and I'm going to put pounds at the end so I have my units. I'm going to go back to fuel efficiency and put miles per gallon. Next thing that we need to do is we need to add the points corresponding to the other 12 observations to the scatter plot. We already wrote each model number as an ordered pair first. So if you flip to the next page in your notes, that's where you'll find your scatter plot. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to plot all of, these ordered pairs. All right, so here's our scatter plot. Notice that our X values are represented by our weight in pounds, and our fuel efficiency is Y, or our miles per gallon. That was the same as our table on the front page. Notice that the only point right now on our scatter plot is right here. Remember, they said they already plotted Model 1 for us. Model 1 was 3,223. Before we go ahead and plot the other 12 cars, I just want to point out to you, notice how we have 2,500 to 3,000. So we're going up by 500 here. But that doesn't mean that each little line in between represents 100. Let's go ahead and see if it does go up by 100. So if it goes up by 100, that would be 2,600, 2,700, 2,800, 2,900, 3,000. All right, so that clearly doesn't work. So it doesn't go up by 100 for each one. So let's try, I'm just going to cross this out now so you don't think that it's going up by 500 for each line. So it doesn't go up by 100, that's too big. So I'm going to try going up instead of 100 by 50. So I have 2,550, 2,600, 2,650, 2,700, 2,750, 2,800, 2,850, 2,900, 2,950, 3,000. So that means each line adds 50 pounds. If I look on my y-axis, I go from 0 to 5. And now let's try going in between. Does each line represent 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does go up by 5. So that's going to be your trickiest part with scatter plots, is figuring out the scale that they use on your x and y value. Notice our scales aren't the same. I'm going up by 50 in the y direction and 50 in the x direction and 5 in my y direction. So when you do your scatter plot, you're probably going to need your table out right next to your scatter plot. And again, you could just check off each point after it's done. Right now, you can't see my table, so you're going to have to check it off for me. I'm going to plot the first 2 for you, and then you should be able to go ahead and do the rest on your own, and you'll be able to come back here to look to check. So our model 2 was represented by 2,550, 28. So I'm going to go on my x-axis to 2,550. So that would be, this is 2,500, so that's going to be right here because I go up by 50. Now I have to go up to 28. So I'm going to keep going. I have 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm going to put a point there. And again, I understand that this part's tricky because there's so many lines. So if you need to like draw grid lines at your 5, at your 10, at your 15, and at your 20, that's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and plot model 3 with you. So we have 4,050, 19. So I have to go all the way to 4,000. Remember, they go up by 50s on our x-axis, so I would be right here. I need to go up to 19, which should be right here. I'm going to put a point there. So again, you got to be a little careful when you do this, because I know right now I'm having even a little difficult time doing this as well. Okay, so now what I want you to do, I want you to try graphing models 4 through 13 on your own. Pause the video and come back here to check your work. All right, so take a look at my scatter plot. I have all 13 models represented. Pause the video, take a look, check each one, make sure that it looks similar. We got to get good with making scatter plots. All right, now after you're done checking your scatter plot, go ahead and flip back to the first page. A few questions to answer. So we've already done A, and we've already done A, we've already done B. So now the question asks, do you notice a pattern in the scatter plot? So as you look at the scatter plot, have it next to you. What do you notice? Is there a relationship between them? Think that to yourself. All right, so you should notice that the points, yes, there's a pattern. It's going down, right? You probably noticed that. So now we got to think, what does that imply about a relationship? So as you were moving to the right, what was happening? Well, our x-axis represented weight. So as you're getting higher in weight, so as something is getting heavier, what was happening? Our line was going down. our Y was going down. So our miles per gallon wasn't as good. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to write this now as a sentence to explain what it implies. All right, so all that means was that a heavier weight resulted in a lower fuel efficiency. So something that I want to point out though, so it resulted in a lower fuel efficiency. Does that, now a question that I'm going to pose to you, does that mean the heavier weight is the cause of lower miles per gallon or fuel efficiency? So be prepared when you come into class on Wednesday to be able to answer this question. Based on our scatter plot, does it mean that the heavier weight is the cause of the lower miles per gallon? Bring these notes with you. You're going to need them for class on Wednesday to help you with your classwork and your homework. Remember, watch the video as many times as you need. Pause it when you need to. Go back if you need to. That's the nice thing about a video, is that it does that for you.